giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
My ex-husband we're about to be divorced in about 3 months.
He's here with you right now?
Hey.
Did it? Y'all still live together?
No, we're just best friends.
So y'all
Showing
still
people how-
legally married?
Yeah, technically.
When last
but
time
we'll
y'all
be
had
divorced.
sex with each other?
No.
It's been over a year.
What's going on here?
I'm trying to get my grips. So the woman initiated this call. She said, "Come on, best friend. This is sick. Come on, best friend. We're gonna go on the Kendra show. I'm looking for a man, and you looking for a woman. Come on."
Enough to support himself because he ain't moving in here with me. Ain't nobody moving in here. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and none of them had no job. They didn't want to pay half the fucking utilities and stuff. You ain't gonna be sitting around my couch doing all that. You know what? I know what I forgot to say. The man need to know how to fix stuff in the house, like change the light bulb, change the air filter, something. Do something.
In your house?
Yeah, when he come over, he can do something, and then he go on back to his own house after.
Can he have other women?
No, what?
She done snatched the brakes about this car and threw it out the window. She said, "This brother, he got to be able to come over there and fix stuff. He got to have all his own stuff, and then he got to come over there and fix stuff. She gonna go ahead and throw that rancid, blackberry cobbler on him, and then he got to go ahead and go home."
We'll say something that you have 5 kids by 3 men. What do you want to say to that?
Girl, life. What you mean? Then you better go get you some kids. Okay? And if you ain't fucking with your kids, baby daddy, too bad. Because mine, they showed out for me this birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you feeling some type of way about Nate, baby, having fat kids with 3 niggas, baby. Shit, you'll be what? Sorry.
Fuck it up.
Hold on. We got to bring the dear bishop in the room. Hold on.
Hell no. Come on, wait till the no.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, your driver's license is suspended and you have warrants out of Fayetteville. I need you to step out of the car, okay?
I ain't got no warrants.
You need to step out of the car.
Oh, shit!
Get out the car.
Was that necessary?
This could have ended much worse.
Much worse. So, they could have let her go. It's amazing how quickly we could turn into victims. And the fact that she's laughing and smiling, joking and playing through this traumatic ordeal.
Want to respect him and I want him to feel like he's the king. So if I'm making more than him, I don't think that he gonna get what he's looking for from me. It could be intimidating, dating a woman who probably does make more than them. I have had guys who I was like dating and I made more than them and it was intimidating.
The man that you want is not intimidated by any dollar amount you bring in. If anything at all, it's icing on the cake because the man that you want, he is going to require access to them funds.
A robot that does lash extensions? I went to Oakland to try Loom Lashes and their lash robot. The robot reads Arucos on these little pads around the eye, and eventually it'll be faster and more consistent than a human lash tech.
That'll be it. So these little machines are going to be everywhere. It's going to be like little kiosks. They're going to be inside of Walmarts and Target. Everywhere you go, they're going to be like, oh, I'm about to, hold on. So you're going to be seeing Keisha's lined up outside this machine, you know, getting their lashes done and stuff.
We'll say something that you have 5 kids by 3 men. What do you want to say to that?
Girl, life. What you mean? Then you better go get you some kids. Okay? And if you ain't fucking with your kids, baby daddy, too bad. Because mine, they showed out for me this birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you feeling some type of way about Nate, baby, having fat kids with 3 niggas, baby. Shit, you be what? Sorry.
Fucking it.
Oh, hold on. We got to bring the dear bishop in the room. Hold on.
Hell no. Come on, wait till the no. Come on.
Okay, so, and what do you do for a living, Diamond?
I sit on my ass right now, Miss Kendra. You hear me? Because ma'am, I'm a Facebook little celebrity. You know what I'm talking about? So Facebook handle me.
Holy. Facebook handles me. What does that even mean? I never heard that, especially from an old cracked out woman. Talk about how Mark Zuckerberg handling you. What you know about Mark?
What kind of man you looking for, baby?
I'm actually looking for a man and a woman, if possible.
Okay, so do you have a preference, or you want
No,
both?
I would like a throuple. Yes.
Oh, so you want a couple already?
Yes.
Throuple, not a couple. That's new hoodoo.
What's her? I don't know what her end game is. She's 21. I'd imagine no kids. She seemed to be fit as a fiddle, and she looking for a throuple. But this is the modern mercenary woman evolved.
Maybe he does do crack, but so what? I'm bored. I'm not supposed to date him now. It's not like any of y'all are trying to take me to Applebee's.
This ain't cap. It is what it is. Y'all see her. She big. She is, a certified member of the Wide Back Clan. And Nug is on her something terrible. And it just so happened this post sister here, she has been exposed to the crackhead couch Negro Nug.
I'm separated. My husband is a cheater.
How many children's dads do you have? Just one?
I got 6, Kendra. I gave every man I loved a baby.
So you have 6 children by 6 men?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you married to one of their fathers right now?
No, hell to the no.
She said, hell no. I got 6 of them things. We done seen this before. I'm starting to get a tinge of like crack.
We got 44-year-old bachelorette here. She's 6'6".
Rick, what are you looking at?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments.
What did you see?
Somebody said I'm getting 42. That's funny.
Do you think you look older than 24?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Do you think I look older than 24? Be honest, Kendra.
I did think you were older than 24.
How old do I look?
I don't know if I'm gonna put an age to that. Now I won't do that. I won't do that. But I did think you were older than 20.
Whoa,
sister, you know you shouldn't look down in them comments. And they talking about, you know, you giving 42, 45, you giving midlife crisis. And then she gonna say, Kendra, be honest. Do I look older than 25? Kendra say, yeah. She gonna say, how do I look? Glutton for punishment. Sister, you see this is trending bad for you.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
It depends on what version of me he wants. So I make about $80,000 a year. So if he wants someone that's like equal and he's not looking for someone, I guess, too submissive, then he can make the same amount of me as me. If he wants someone that's fully in their feminine energy, then yes, he needs to make at least double.
The software is tainted and corrupted. Again, like the last sister, don't come up here saying you want to be treated like a princess. Present the world with that and let it come to you.
Middle child, that's the one I've been with for 15 years. But you know, we be on that on and off stuff, so we here and I.
A 14-year-old by another man.
Yeah, that's my first baby daddy, and then my last baby, that's her daddy too.
So, but you say you've been on and off with the middle daddy. So you've been on and off with the 15-year-old daddy or the 9-year-old daddy?
Both of them.
You out here screwing around, messing around, having entangles with both of them. Kendra say, which one? Yeah, both of them.
I mean, that's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible?
You know, yeah, I don't think you should ever in your life parch your lips to look at some woman you interested in and say, what did you bring to the table? You be a fool. Steve can say that type of stuff because he got the king's gold. He's speaking from his specific point of view. All right. Everyone cannot move like that. So he wrong.
What do you do for a living?
Actually, I used to build rockets at SpaceX.
So what do you do?
So now I'm about to get on with this with Aaron's delivery driver.
Stop this shit, I'm out. This man just said, yeah, whatever it means. He said, I used to build rockets at SpaceX.
He got to have at least $200,000 a year.
Okay. $200K. So 150 is not even enough for you.
Really, just because I don't want anybody, like, if I'm being honest, I don't want anybody who makes like less than me.
The 100K, you can't even do that.
No.
Laugh. A last job. 100K gets last job.
You just said a man that's in the top 10%. You laughed. You laughed. Mm-hmm. You're a woman with 2 kids, a 1-year-old. A woman with 2 kids, including a 1-year-old, you are probably in the bottom 20%. It just is what it is as far as the dating market go. You got 2 kids and a 1-year-old, you're probably in the bottom 20. And you laughing at a top 10%, man?
Would you date a bus driver?
If he owns the bus. If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay. There you go. If he owns the bus.
If he owned the whole daggone transit company. He got to own the whole transit company. Then I mess with him. They need to stop this. They need to stop this crap. He got to own the bus. There you go. Sure, why the hell not?
It's time! Let's get it on.
Welcome in. Welcome. Live Cart Before the Horse Productions, or Cart Before the Horse TV, rather. So here we are tonight, Mr. Walker. How you feeling?
I am feeling amazing per usual. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Nugs and Bonquishas. Welcome to another installment of Cart Before the Horse TV, in affiliation with the Bougie Negro Podcast, also in association with Ain't No Fun Once the Rabbits Got the Gun Entertainment. What's going on, Cart Before the Horse Nation?
How y'all feeling tonight? So, Mr. Walker, here we are. It's the last day of May. We're going into June. And to me, June 1st signifies like summertime.
Okay.
And to me, summertime for the black folks equals like I see danger, if you will.
There you go.
You know, in the air. I smell it. So
danger. We get into these hotter months. We know that's a thing. 50 Cent said it best in one of his hit songs off his first album. Said when they get hot outside, Negroes gonna act up. Just it being hot is a good enough reason for it to be deletion season. Absolute madness, and that's what we're getting into. Hey, Nug and Bonquisha is looking to get active this summer. Believe that.
So we gonna sort of lay out the landscape. Maybe we might save a few lives here tonight and show people how to move. All right, because it's getting wild out here, as y'all all know. And before we do, shout out to my guy G Honda in the building. How you feeling tonight, brother? We got a show tonight. We may be dropping a link in the chat. Anybody want to come up, kick it? You got anything you might want to say? We're gonna drop the link off here as we get cooking. Shout out to Courtney Love. So there we go. We're gonna get cooking tonight. How my mic sounding, Mr. Walker?
Sound good. Everything sound good.
Okay. So here we go. Yeah, like I said, summertime, brother. How you feeling? You been seeing any wild stuff lately?
I've been skimming I've been skimming Beyonce's internet and checking stuff out. And yeah, seen a lot of madness. I glimpsed across that craziness with the bus driver, seeing a little bit of that madness. It's getting tuned up. I believe this is the first summer in the U.S. that is no lockdown restrictions since Cooties 19 came to be. So that's another factor in this. People been cooped up, ain't really been able to get out and loiter and mingle the way they really want to. So now that the restrictions off, I got a feeling in my bone marrow is going down.
So here we go. We coming off Memorial Day weekend. It's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. So the first thing we're gonna do is touch on something going on in Chicago, as always. Chirac. All right. Memorial Day weekend, 50, 60 people got shot, and it's wild up there, you know, like 12 deletions. Is that normal?
That's awful. You know what? The news that's been coming out of Chirac, this is par for the course. It's extremely and extraordinarily unfortunate. It's, what makes it worse, I see the videos in Chicago where there's just random, what seems to be impromptu shootouts in the middle of parking lots, gas stations, and it's sick because we all become numb to it. That is the biggest danger, becoming numb to the violence.
There you go. So here we go. We're going to pull our first video up. We're going to mine through some of this. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. You just coming in. We're going to cook today, Mr. Walker. Obviously, this is not single by choices. Cart for the horse. We're doing something a little different. And we're going to start cooking up over here with live shows. And we hope y'all appreciate it. So here we go. What's this first video we got? Let me see.
That happened on the beach yesterday. We also want to go out to the city of Chicago. It was a violent weekend there, no doubt. The latest numbers coming in right now, 50 shot over Memorial Day weekend, 11 dead in another violent shooting that really took place over the weekend there. According to reports, it was the deadliest Memorial Day weekend in Chicago in 8 years. This all coming as politicians the days before We're trying to come up with plans there for the youth with summer programs, talking about how to get teens off the streets and more into after-school activities.
So there you go. Like I said, trying to say to you, I was watching, shout out to Angry Man. I was watching Angry Man the other day, and he went on to say, because people was getting on him, and he was saying there really is no way to sort of save the community. He said, if you are, you're gonna have to get Old Testament, if you will. He said back in the day, he said you really gonna have to go into because a lot of times in the hood, they ain't gonna respect nothing but like violence and stuff like that.
Yes.
So he said the only way he said you're gonna have to go into some of these hoods and start straight up smiting people in the middle of the street.
Yes. I don't know no other way. We got to understand where we've gotten. We got two options, if you ask me. Like Angry Man said, shout out to the Angry Man. We either going nut up and get suited and booted and head to the nearest hood near you and go ahead and put foot to tail to rear end. Good luck. Or, just allow what it seems like society is letting them do, and that's delete themselves over time. And it's extremely unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate because we touch on this. A lot of stuff that's happening to people in these distressed cities, Chicago, Michigan, you name it. It's not their fault. There are systems in place that keep them here and stuck, if you will. At the very same time, you know what we're about. It ain't their fault, but we gotta do better once we know better.
Straight like that. So here we go. 50. This is
50 folks.
What do I mean? Kids and women, elderly. Y'all know.
Yeah, ain't no that kind of madness. There ain't really no way of coming back from that. We start, deleting each other's children and stuff. They getting wild now. We done seen it. They shooting at anybody. It don't matter the size, sex. It don't matter. They shooting up the whole house. Then they showing up to the funeral and it's nuts.
Real talk. So, yeah.
Yes, as we know, the crime numbers for the weekend were a lot higher than what Mayor Brandon Johnson and a lot of the aldermen were hoping. The mayor took a dramatically different approach to crime this holiday weekend, encouraging neighborhood organizations to host activities for people. He also did cancel days off for police to increase the number of police on the streets, but the crime numbers were still pretty high. And some of his supporters say that despite the way the numbers went, they still believe that was the right approach. Crime scenes like this scattered throughout the city over the long holiday weekend, including the Lakeview neighborhood, which saw 5 shootings in 4 days. It will be the prime topic of discussion at a meeting tonight in the 44th Ward.
I think there's a lot of anxiety out there. There's a lot of fear that's out there. And, the residents are rightfully a little bit on edge.
Not only that, I mean, it's wild in Chicago. They're setting police cars on fire. They looting the Walmarts. They done closed like 3 Walmarts in the city because they like, look, we got to close these stores because they just come there and taking stuff. So
holy moly. How statistically, how many Walmarts have been shut down? I don't think I ever heard of a Walmart closing shop. And if they do, simply because of theft or because of shrink, as they call it, whoever owned that said, look, they said, we losing money faster than you could blink. And these Negroes is the reason. Shut it down. Yeah, this is extremely unfortunate. The reporter goes on to say that the cops felt as if this was the right thing to do regardless. And we can't sit here and be like, oh, no, they wrong. No, at what point do we govern ourselves at least a little bit? We can't be sitting here as adults like, oh, man, y'all should have been watching us. Y'all should have been spending time with y'all family the way we was. Y'all should have been working and making sure we wasn't out here harming each other. Y'all wrong, police officers. Y'all know y'all supposed to watch us and make sure we don't hurt ourselves.
So the mayor said, they said you should have he was supposed to up the police that weekend, but he said, in fact, I'm going down it a little bit. More people go home, spend time with your families. And he told the citizens, y'all need to have more gatherings, more barbecues, which led to more shootings.
That is not the way. can't be mad. It's unfortunate, but you can't be mad at the police chief because he said that he wanted his officers to spend time with their family. Can't be mad. Can't all they wrong. Come on, gotta look at it from both sides if you dare.
Here we go.
Lakeview shootings included one Thursday night in the 500 block of West Melrose. Saturday, 35-year-old William Hare shot and killed in the 500 block of West Surf. And early Sunday morning, 3 people shot in the 600 block of West Berry. New Mayor Brandon Johnson hoped to deter much of this violence by pumping private money to fund nonprofit groups sponsoring activities. Mothers and Men Against Senseless Killing, or MASK, sponsored one such event. The mayor even stopped by to play cards for a bit.
He empowered so many community organizations with that extra funding to even have their doors open, to even be able to be involved on Memorial Weekend. I've never seen a push like that.
Nevertheless,
funding, huh? And they get into the reparations talk. I don't think, man, it's more education. And obviously, they need funding. That's obvious, but
There you go.
you can't just give a fool money.
Dave Chappelle, he showed this in one of his skits, I believe, on his first shows. You know, the Dave Chappelle show. And he, whenever there you go, whenever folks got reparations, what did they do? They bought all the J's, Cadillac, sold out all their Escalades, and fools was driving around with box trucks full of Newports. All right. So, you know, they going to show you, we know you can't just give the poor, the disenfranchised, the use and abuse money, because somebody just going to simply come and extract it from them. Plain and simple. It's like the game of Monopoly. You don't want to have just all properties. You don't want to just have all cash. If you got all cash, somebody just going to come take it. And if you only got properties, well, you ain't got enough liquid or assets to maintain your kingdom. And it's going to crumble that way too.
Real talk. So it was a rough weekend. This was just Memorial Day. It's supposed to be a celebration. You know, people at cookouts as kids, as you can see, as kids, they're in bouncy houses. Next thing you know, pop, pop, pop. Oh, you know what breaks loose that fast. You be chilling, talking about celebrate good times. Next thing you know, you're like, man, what the?
And we done been there. So you get, and the sad part is you become numb to it. Somebody come through, let loose with that thing, pop, 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 pop. Everybody get down. What is everybody down? Soon as they out of the way, whatever, Pookie Nug, they in hot pursuit. They on demon time. Now we're gonna continue back to the dominoes, back to the spades. Hey, come Pete, hand me a Corona. Back to the festivities and to the next person spin the block.
So is there anything to say? So we got the ex-mayor, Lori Leftfoot, the woman. She look all wild,
yes,
right? You got you got this woman, right? She's all liberal and all that. Then now you got some black brother coming here. Is it safe to say? I mean, can we run the city? Is that part of it? I don't know. This brother in here, he had the barbecues, as you can see, and look at him. He show up, he's shaking hands, he kissing babies. Sometimes, man, we in over our heads.
There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's all good for us to want to strive to have high positions of authority and influence like the mayor. That's dope. At the very same time, folks, we can't be shooting ourselves in the foot by taking on positions where we're in over our head. Because why? We run a strong risk of looking like a buffoon. And then we only bring in our argument down. They said, well, look, Willie, Mr. Walker, you said you wanted to run this town. Look how you done ran it with your goofy self. I try to tell y'all Negroes ain't worth a damn. And now we all look bad again. So, yeah, we can't be taking on positions that we're not qualified for. Not saying that's this case, but we know it's possible.
So there you go. Like you said, the news show him. He coming to play spades. You know what it is, man.
Pandering. This is that vote blue, no matter who, Democratic pandering. And this is one of the biggest issues in our community. That pandering just pet you and keep you comfortable in squalor and destitute. It's not the way.
So here we go. People, smile and cheer. Who knows? I don't know what this brother doing. Apparently not too well. Still
That's
violent.
all.
Like you said, unless you're gonna come through like the Crusaders and start smiting people in the streets.
Yeah.
I don't think much gonna change.
Here's my angle on it is we got babies out here in our city getting deleted way too often. One is too many, but we got too many babies getting deleted. Ain't no way in hell. I don't have time to be playing no spades, no domino smiling nobody's face until we can get this completely turned around. I can't. How are you smiling? That's my angle, my specific point of view. I ain't got time to be smiling. We got problems. To hell with this card game. Y'all need to get up and do. We need to all get up and do something. Shit, seriously.
Real talk. Straight like that. Couldn't have said it no better. So then they bring out the sisters, start pandering. Oh, he's doing a wonderful job. Yada yada yada.
50 shots
for Memorial Day weekend. Nonetheless, many proponents believe the mayor's holistic approach is the right way to eventually reduce crime.
You have to educate your way out of it. You have to engage. You have to understand why people do the things that they do. And you have to address the issues, the root causes of the violence. You have to get to that. And you can't do that on a holiday. You have to do that every day.
In addition to the activities, hundreds of so-called peacekeepers on the streets hoping to intervene and de-escalate potential violence.
Going out, engaging directly with people at risk, occupying hotspots, and doing what they do, which is to try and save lives.
They're talking about peacekeepers. I was going to say, go ahead, walk on the O Block at 2 o'clock in the morning. Tell them you're a peacekeeper. Tell them you care about them, and you're trying to teach them right. Watch what they do. Watch how fast your pockets be turned inside out and your head upside it. You muted. But yeah, watch how fast. Very fast transition.
Yeah. Peacekeeper. Message. In order to be peaceful, you must be capable of violence. Otherwise, you're just harmless. You understand? So it's safe to say a lot of these damn peacekeepers that was just standing around trying to do their part. I get it, but no. Most likely they weren't peacekeepers. They were harmless. A big old 7-foot brute with a spiked bat that chooses not to use it. He's peaceful. You understand? But a little shrimp with nothing, he ain't peaceful. He's defenseless. You gotta understand. You show up in O Block, like Gavin said, 2 a.m., talking about you keeping the peace. You are not peaceful. You are defenseless against the ignorance that's about to come upside your head.
Real talk. You turn into food. So these people got to eat. They ain't trying to hear what you're talking about.
Yes. So. You know what? Denzel showed it best on one of those Equalizer movies. I think it was the second one. Whenever that young brother was trying to get in with that gang, it's only one way to deter that. And as Gavin said when we first started this, you got to meet violence with a little bit of violence. You got to meet the beast with another beast to some extent. You can't go in there all calm, trying to read out a King James pamphlet. They not going to hear that. You're going to end up being a subject in one of their drill songs. Don't do it.
Straight like that. So there we go. That was Chicago. All right. We just wanted to dip our feet in the water, see what's happening in the streets. And we see. All right. So here we go. It's going to transition to another story that's going on in the news. A lot of people ain't talking about it, but we going to talk about it here. All right. It's the brother, I believe his name is Travis Rudolph, and he's an ex-NFL player.
Oh.
And, okay. So this brother found himself dating some bonquisha type woman, which brothers, here we go. Y'all know how we rock and we advocates and we teach y'all, which kind of women to steer clear from. And here he found himself with a bonquisha and they sort of separated for a while. Then I guess they got back together and she got into his phone. He left his phone in the house. Long story short, she picked up the phone, knew his password, went in, seen some things she didn't like. He come back in the house. She's upset. And then things proceed. And then next thing you know, she goes and tells her brothers, which we say, don't come to me with that. Call the police. Why wouldn't you call the police? She goes and tells her brothers to, go over there and shoot something up, allegedly. So, and we'll take it from there. So we'll pull up a video. That's sort of the net of it. And there were some deletions. All right. And we'll get into it.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, this got wild. All right. So here we go. Where we at here?
Holy cow.
Make sure y'all hitting the like button if you haven't yet. Here we go, Mr. Walker. We're going to touch on it.
Right, today, prosecutors showed the jury some surveillance video that they say that shows that Travis Rudolph was the aggressor, that he was shooting at 4 men who came apparently to shoot up his house. Although one of those men testified today saying that just meant they were there for a fist fight, not murder.
So there you go. The text says they showed up 4 deep, 4 brothers. All right, we'll get into it. They showed up to this man's door. And everybody now, after the fact, because they know he had something in the house, now everybody talking about we was just there to fight. He started tripping. So now this brother is on trial. He the only one on trial for defending himself.
Of course, because this is sick, man. Here we go, ladies. Come on, we touch on this. All men ain't kings and all women ain't queens. How many men have lost their life over a woman, over a woman's emotions, over madness? We know way too well. It's madness. This is sick. You got a young brother going in the NFL. So you know what that means in the black community. He is creating his own ecosystem. He most likely is responsible for at least a dozen other people now, at least financially and all that. And that's all taken away. Just like that. Over an emotional outburst, over emotional damage. And now here we are. You got a young millionaire with the world before him. The world is his oyster. And now here we are. This
is wild. So here we go. We're going to mine through it. Before we do, shout out to my guy, Theo Coop. Theo said, Ninja watching. I'm editing my Travis Rudolph trial now. So yeah, man, like I said, this happened in 2021.
Okay.
Right? It happened in 2021. The trial was going on actively as we speak. His brother's on trial, fight for his life.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, so people are just now starting to talk about it. Like I said, I'm interested to see your video, Theo. We know you're going to cook up. So it's just something, like I said, we going back to live streaming over here. And yeah, this is wild. And like Courtney Love said, why it take 4 of them?
Cowards, Courtney, cowards. I tell you, it's cowardice.
And then the woman, so the girl says, well, I just told my brother. I didn't know he was going to bring all them. And I didn't know he was going to do that. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't tell him to. So we're going to get into it. But go ahead. Cowardice, for sure.
Yeah, some absolute cowardice. For one.
NFL player, he like, this is a football player.
See what I'm saying? If you ask me, there was little to no evidence that the brother, I don't think the brother did nothing to her. He didn't hear her. There was no combat coming from him. I do believe she most definitely started wailing on him. We ain't gonna act like she didn't. So she was hitting on him, and I do believe there was no evidence of him ever putting a hand on her. With that being said, there was no reason for her brother to even go have a conversation with that man. You understand? Now, if she showed up, beat down and battered, but nevertheless, as Gavin said, call the police. What are we doing? But then that's different. But no. This woman, she's in her feelings, and she called her brother. Why they show up 4 deep? Courtney, absolute cowardice. And they got what they was looking for. And I know why this brother defending his freedom. I know exactly why. Most likely, he got the busting off that thing, pop, pop, and they start hightailing it the other way. And that's when, fellas,
well, here we go. Here's what happened. Like I said, they show up to the house. So shout out to Bob. He said, so they came to his house and he defended himself. Yes. So they came to the house after she left. Well, let this play for another second and we'll dive back in real quick.
Prosecutors say Travis Rudolph was the aggressor the night in April 2021. 4 men showed up at his door.
There you go. 4 men showed up. All right, before they walk to the door, the surveillance camera shows them down. They parked right around the corner, and they all went to the trunk. So they popped the trunk, and when they get there, only one of them had a gun because he dropped it apparently. But apparently he said, "Oh, none of us had a gun, but the one guy." But it says they all did. They got guns out the trunk, and they walked over to the house. They start knocking on the door, and they're like, "Who is it?" His brother was in there. So he got his brother, he lived with his brother and his mom. All right. His brother answered the door. What's going on? Next thing you know, one thing led to another. His brother was out there. They punched Travis, got swung on. His brother was getting jumped. Travis went back in the house to get his AR. And so he came back with his AR. He went, and why do we have an AR? There's more to the story. All right. So here we go. Apparently, his father was deleted a few years earlier. So his father got deleted, and that's why you got all these cameras. His mom got spooked, and she put all kinds of surveillance around the house. They start buying all kind of artillery. That's why he got the AR. And they was prepared for this moment because his dad was already deleted years earlier by crazy situation. So
oh, I did not know that. That's nuts. But here we are. These four punks show up to the house. Look at them. Like Gavin said, this on camera. They going to the trunk. I don't care what nobody say. You can try to act tough all you want. If you ain't never smelt this, you can't say what you would do. If you got some artillery, you coming to the door with it. I don't care how bad you think you is. You ain't showing up to the door straight fisticuffs with 4 people on the other end of the door. You just ain't gonna do it. And if you ask me, this brother should not be trying to defend his life because stupid actions get stupid prizes. They showed up 4 deep. One showed up with a tool. You get exactly what you came asking for.
Real talk. So yeah, Theo. Yeah, he told his brother. She told her brother, and he called. Whether they was all hanging out, like, well, we about to go over here and do this. But you know how it is. We all been young and dumb, but
my man Bob, I couldn't have said it myself, Bob. I'm so tired of that. It's called was it like unnecessary force or something? Yeah, so they saying that if a person show up with a knife, you can't have a hand grenade. I feel like you, Bob, showed this hand grenade right up where the sun don't shine. You understand?
Like I said, he went in the house. His brother's getting jumped. He came back out the house and fired 39 rounds. All right. So here we go. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna mine through this. Here we go.
Golly.
Rudolph shooting 39 rounds as they fled following a fight, showing jurors this surveillance video of bullets flying from Rudolph's semi-automatic rifle as he chased them down the street.
Murder beat.
So as they came out the house, real quick, we get back into it. He, like said, they answered the door. The dudes answered, "Where's Travis?" Him and his brother at the door. They start scuffling. Next thing you know, he's like, "It's 4 of y'all." He said, I got something for y'all." He made his way back in the house. He left. His brother's still out there getting jumped on. He ran in the house real quick, grabbed what he needed to grab, came back out. They seen him come around the corner with that thing like the Terminator. He came swinging that thing around the corner, and they took off running. Only thing saved them, if y'all ever watched the video, when he first came out the house, he slipped. So he came out, I don't know if he had like some Crocs on or something, and he slipped. All right. And that's what gave them that 1 second for them to get in the car. They was able to run back. And that's why they always get the smoke. All right. So, and net of it is one of them deleted, the other one in serious condition, 2 of them not scathed.
I tell you what, them two jokers that made it out unscathed, I know both of them probably had 4 torn hamstrings total. When that big joker came out there, come on, Gav, he came out with that thing and dropped it. Then he said, "Oh," well, and he, golly, they were some track stars that day. I promise you.
You see, they was lighting up out there like the 4th of July. I don't blame you, brother. So
no, at all. It's so many factors for you. Like I believe in Texas when it comes to stuff like this. You come on my land with any kind of threat of any extent, stand there, hold my beer, and take what I give you.
So there you go. Shout out to Danny Nicole. She says the system seems to be run by a flip of the coin. It's a shame. How can he be at home? I agree. How is this man at home? They come to your house, they got firearms, they punching you and your brother. I don't know how the law, I don't know how this brother on trial.
It's because he shot a gun. That's the thing. You know me, I'm big on gun education, gun safety. I'm a novice gun enthusiast. You gotta know the laws.
That's true. That's true. You can't chase them, man.
Yeah, you cannot chase, you cannot pursue. It's a lot, it's some areas we all need to.
Maybe you could have licked one in the air, scared them off, and then if they would have then drew. I mean, there's scenarios, but but he came out like you said. I gave you the context of what happened to his dad.
There you go.
Right? And so they was already, you know what I mean?
And at the same time, I do believe 2 or more people jumping on one person can fall under the category of attempted deletion. I do believe.
Hey, there you go. So shout out to Courtney Love. She said they lucky all of them didn't get deleted.
Straight like that.
So here we go. We're gonna keep mining. I see you said something earlier, Courtney Love, about the woman. We're gonna touch on that. You gotta listen to this woman on this trial stand. We gonna dive into the mind of some of these women. It's dark. It's dark. So here we go.
Begins when self-defense ends.
What are you talking about?
Begins when
bullets flying from Rudolph's semi-automatic rifle as he chased them down the street.
Murder begins when self-defense ends. Now that was a simple sentence said many, many years ago, but that simple sentence perfectly encapsulates why this defendant right there, Travis Rudolph, is sitting in the chair that he's sitting in.
The 4 men arrived when Rudolph's girlfriend contacted them, claiming Rudolph had assaulted her after she found texts from other women on his phone, telling them to come shoot up the house. One of those men, the girlfriend's brother, testifying he was throwing punches at Rudolph during the fistfight, but insisting no one pulled a gun and all 4 ran.
So here you go. I ain't gonna play it all. So that's Rudolph. She went and told her brother he assaulted me, but as y'all can see, she jumped on him. So she jumped on him, went back and told her brother, oh, he jumped on me. Go over there and shoot everything up, she said in the text message. There's a text message. She said, go and shoot everything up. She said, I didn't mean shoot him. I mean shoot like the property and the cars and stuff, not no people.
Yeah, that's right. That makes sense. There you go. So if I'm a juror, I'm buying that. I'm like, there you go, Bonquisha, you right. Because bullets got names and coordinates and stuff on them. They're going to hit whatever you want them to hit. There you go, Bonquisha. Good job. And again, this crazy sister being up on that stand don't make none of us look good, because ignorance of the law does not excuse us. We need to understand this system. So she up there talking about, that's so bad. Like, it's almost like the Kendra show. They be sitting up and thinking they land in the plane. Oh no, Mr. Executor, I did not tell my brother, his boys to go over there and harm him. I told him to go harm his belongings.
So there you go. Here we go. Like you said, shout out to Bob. He says, I hope the jury sends him home. And there we go. So we are solution-based. What could Travis have done in that moment? Before we get back into this here, in my opinion, like you said, it's heat of the moment. Okay, they should have never went out there.
Yeah.
Like you said, y'all got these cameras. You seen who was at the door at that point. You should already have. Open the door up. Tell them come inside. Come take one step in here if you want to. But you can't go out there. You can't go out there like that. If they come in there,
and it's tough, man, because we can't act like the male ego is not in effect.
That's what I'm trying to say. I can't call it.
Yeah, we can't be hypocrites, because ain't no way in heck I'm about to be sitting in my house and like bop, 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 banging on my door, talking about come out here. Because excuse me, but it's gonna get ignorant. It's gonna get ignorant to some extent. I'm not gonna sit on the other end of the door. I'm not.
It's rough. That's why I say it's rough. And there we go. Like you said, we can't be ignorant though. We gotta, you know what I mean, come up with a real solution.
There you go. So what? So
like you said, we're gonna be right here if this brother got money and
there
stuff.
You go.
We can't defend ourselves the way he can.
Know the gun laws. Understand these laws before you are responding. There you go. Rule number, I don't know, 1 through 3. You are responsible for every round that comes out of that firearm. Everyone, you responsible. And that's the thing. So we don't know what these other rounds hit. We don't know all the details. And again, these guys were fleeing, and they got evidence of the guys fleeing and him still firing. And that's what that attorney was saying. That deletion, starts after self-defense is gone. So if they fleeing from you, you are no longer defending yourself. And that's where the law's all messed up, because trained police officers can't switch it off like that. But they expect civilians to do it. And I don't agree, but we got to understand the laws. That's it. Got to understand the rules to the game.
There you go. Shout out to Rebecca. She said if all of this wouldn't have happened, she probably would have ended back up with him. Had they not, if they would have just went over there and if it was just a fight, they would have smoothed it over. They'd have been back together. But it went south.
And here's another thing. I'm going to go ahead and say this, Rebecca. Yeah, once you start, a woman put their hands on you, might as well call that a relationship. Go ahead and move on. There ain't never no need. Men ain't got no business hitting woman under no circumstance, and neither do women. It's because respect is gone. If this woman start beating you in the back of your head while you're trying to get in the door, she has zero respect for you. She has disdain and hate for you. This only gonna continue to go south. It's over. Whatever y'all done did in y'all situationship, y'all done ruined it. Leave each other be. Ain't no need to force this.
And got into their car. But Rudolph's attorney insisting Rudolph was acting in self-defense.
Isn't that a fact that you guys immediately attacked him, never giving him a chance to do anything?
No.
Rudolph's attorneys say he never began shooting until 2 of the men in the car pointed guns at him through the windows, and he was in fear for his life.
They were vigilantes. They were 4 men who went there to retaliate and kill, just as they were ordered to do.
But Kashawn Jones saying he was in the front seat and did not see Sebastian Jean-Jacques lean out of the back seat and point a gun at Rudolph.
I'm telling you that I didn't see any guns pointed.
Look at him up on that stand looking all zesty. Y'all gotta stop. These is y'all modern day, the modern day thug, if you will. And I remember, shout out to my guy, Big Debo. He said these guys y'all watch like these Powers and these shows on HBO, and these guys show up in Givenchy and all the latest Gucci, and they showing up to do deletions. They ain't got on black hoodies and masks no more. They showing up with skinny legs and
skinny. Seriously. And there you go, Courtney Love. We asked why did they show up 4 deep? There you go. Because it most likely took 4 of them to make 3/4 of a real masculine man. So they had to show up. Y'all see him up there. If he would have showed, if he'd have showed up to that door by himself, he probably got kicked in his chest. Yeah. So he had to show up with his saucy, sorry ass goons, and we see what happened. Yeah,
first of all, it's never a good idea to show up to anybody's house.
Never.
First of all, here we go. So we got to touch on this.
Yes.
So whether it's your sister, your mama, your cousin, if she call you and say, Nug just jumped on me, let's call the cops.
Yes.
Seriously, we got to be logical. And we all have been there. I've told my story before on here. Yeah. I don't recommend men doing that. Don't go on your white horse and quit acting like your mama or your sister is an angel. She bonquisha.
There you go. That's a good point. Yeah, some of us dance with the devil in these situations, and thankfully God was watching over us, and we live to tell a tale, because we know this usually don't end well. A lot of brothers.
But I would never show up to nobody's house. That's like
you don't show up. There you go. I call it elementary, but I believe in treating people the way I want to be treated. That's why I go out into the world, and I'm really most humble and real cool, because I know how I deal with disrespect. So I shan't not disrespect no one else, because I don't want it. I don't want to smoke. And yeah, you showing up to someone's house, that is to go knock on someone's door. He in
the NFL, he got too much to lose. He ain't about that life.
There you go. Either that was the thought, or he just really thought he really trying to be tough. Because going knock on somebody's door is one of the toughest things you could. That's very ignorant and thuggish. It's ignorant. You knocking on somebody's castle door like, come on now, I'm gonna beat your tail on your lawn. You about to disrupt his whole dynamic in his house. You understand? There's things worse than death, if you ask me. And for somebody come knock on your door and drag you out and beat you on your lawn and send you back into your kids and your family, yeah, bad news. So that's what we say. Understand what you're gonna get when you attempt to do this. That man said, I can't let them beat on me in my house. That's a hell of a L.
There we go. Shout out to Ghost Rider. He said that's how my uncle got deleted. She lied and said he hit her, and her brother came with the smoke.
See what I'm saying? We all got too many stories like that. Ghost
like
Rider.
I said, real talk. I got, like you said, I got personal stories of my own family, my own sisters and stuff showed up, with stuff like this. And
yes,
as a younger man, obviously you with the smoke, but as an older man, I'm like, y'all better call the cops.
Yeah.
What you want me to do? Call the cops.
Got too much to lose, and we know what it is. It's safe to say, our relatives, sisters, they know better than to call and say, hey, such and such did this, and that. Because like you said, we call the cops. We got too much to lose. But back when we was, 18, fresh out of high school, whatever, y'all know, coming from the projects, you ain't got much to lose except for your pride and dignity. And you willing to go do the most ignorant stuff to hold on to that little bit of pride that you got.
So there we go. Shout out to Rebecca. She says, I have 3 brothers and never have I gotten them tangled up with my mess. I call the police.
There you go.
Like that.
That's how you should love your brothers. Don't send your brothers to the Hooskow. You don't want your brother being what's his name, prison bay. What'd he say? He said the buck stopped here. The buck stopped here, and your ass stopped in the federal penitentiary. Shut up.
Yeah, you don't want your brother, you don't want your brother up in there. And if I could find this meme, here we go. You don't want your brother up in there like this.
I've been here 10 years, and I ain't never getting out. Never.
You know what I mean?
You don't want
that.
You don't want
that for him.
You don't want to hear the rest of that clip.
So here we go. Shout out to Sweet Life in the house. We up here cooking tonight. We ain't done. We're going to get back into this. It's a lot more left. Here we go.
And 2 of the men did apparently have weapons. Testimony in this case will continue throughout the week. Live in West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
So there we go. That's part 1. Let's see if we get this next video up. Like we said, this woman on this stand, we're going to start getting into that because she got up there, man. I'm telling you, this is wild. Here we go. Take a look at this. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Isn't it true that you were the first person to become physically violent with Travis and not the other way around?
No.
Not at all?
Something or show me something if I can't recall the exact steps of the moments.
Question. Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer. Correct.
Yes, that's correct.
You remember that?
Yes.
So you smashed his iPhone not out of anger, but because you were hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury.
Now, there you go. This woman is wild, Mr. Walker. This is wild.
You know what? This is sometimes we gotta laugh through the pain, man. Forgive me. But I tell you what, hearing her answer them questions like that, it's like me talking to my son Luke. I'm like, Luke, stop trying to control the situation, young man. You caught. You caught. Stop trying to control this situation. The prosecution, they're like, we got video footage that's damn near 4K. We got text messages. We got your phone. We got your nudes. We talk about Bonquisha, and she's sitting there trying to flip-flop words and sprinkle a little bit of bright hoodoo. Well, you see, I didn't say go delete him. I say go delete some of his belongings.
So here we go. Shout out to Theo Coop. He say, I said in my video that I'm about to drop, to pull up to somebody's house or my crib, my castle, to start some ish, you either got to have some big balls or some small brains. All right. There you go. Maybe it's the Detroit in me. That's how you get, meet Jesus. Exactly.
Can't straight like that. You either got some of the biggest cojones or you got that small piece-ass brain or a combination of both. You understand? Ain't nothing more dangerous than a dumb brute.
Real talk. So here we go. Also, shout out to Courtney Love. She said, Cap, and look at this woman on this screen. This is an NFL player. I don't know how you end up. This woman ain't even attractive. She mean. She got the helmet on. Brothers, y'all got to do better.
We know the saying. Let's not act like we don't know. What Bonquisha will admit that some of the best in between the sheets action comes from Nug Nug, and we know some of the best cat come from them crazy women. That is.
There you go, everybody. Sweet life. Now she can't recall. Shout out to Danny Nicole. Selective memory. Of course, shout out to Courtney Love. Of course, she don't remember what happened. Real talk. So this is all bad. She up there. Listen how she talking. We're gonna remind. So listen how she talking in court. Up there committing what? Perjury? What are we talking?
A little bit of everything.
Going to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer, correct.
Yes, I said correct.
You remember that?
Yes.
So you smashed his iPhone not out of anger, but because you were hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're, I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
The question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
There you go. This is in a courtroom of a deletion trial that she started. She up there like, this is an incident on the courtyard in elementary school who stole the milk box or something.
She told a little bit of truth, She told some half truth, as my man Diddy would say. Shout out to my man Diddy. She said, I didn't smash his iPhone out of anger. I smashed it because I was hurt. That's true. The only reason that's true is because anger is a secondary emotion. All right. First, you must be sad before you are angry. This is how it works. So that's the only truth she sat up there and told. And that she landed that plane on his head. Don't make it no better. So she don't even understand what the jury's in here doing. Me, my goofy, slightly educated self, I did have the luxury of taking business law. So I understand a minute bit. They backing her into a corner and she can't help but be backed into that corner. And they just gonna keep talking. And she either gonna do one or two things: admit the truth that makes her look terrible, or try to do what she tried to do. And that was start arguing. So they say, what does shoot up his ish mean? Well, y'all, I'm pretty sure we all done said some stuff. Come on. They act like this in a relationships. They act like this at work. They act like this then before the judge just about to slam the gavel on their life. This is who they are. She's sitting up trying to argue with prosecutors, with the judge and executioner talking about, oh, we all done stuff. Y'all done did it. That don't work.
Here we go. Shout out to Courtney Love. She said, how can she put a hit out and be free? This is amazing.
It is. It is amazing. Ain't no telling the details. Like Gavin said, this happened in 2021, and we hear that trial is actively going on as we speak. So we really don't know what type of arrangements. We don't know. We don't know. They probably didn't. Who knows? Who knows?
So here we are. We're gonna get back into it here. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Also, make sure you join in the channel membership over here at Cart for the Horse. Like I said, we're going to be doing much more live streaming over here, building the channel back up from the ashes. And yeah, join the channel membership. Don't hesitate to become some of our first few members back. We had a bunch before it got shut down. Here we are.
Before we moved all our Kendrick content. But y'all know the game, my basement, baby. Here go that collection plate. We back up. Hit that super chat. Hit that cash app, join the membership. We back, baby. Spreading love and a little bit of hood knowledge. You're welcome.
There we go.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him. People say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. And he never raised a hand and touched you, did he not?
Yeah, he was raising his hand the whole time, like grabbing me.
There we go. He was raising raising his hand.
He was raising his hand the whole time.
Trying to stop you from bumping him upside his head. He was protecting his.
He had his hands up the whole time, Your Honor, stopping straights and hooks and lefts and uppercuts. His hands was all up. You should have seen it. Holy cow. She already has admitted to instigating the combat. Now the attorney like, he never hit you once, did he? She like, he never said, he never raises, he never raised. See that?
Up on actively. She has gotten one man deleted. There's another man on trial for deletion. Another man critically hit. A lot of trauma, and she up here playing and joking. And she the root of it all. And she probably gonna be the one to walk away scot-free.
There you go. I thought I was the only one. Like, do it seem like she halfway think this is light? This is a light situation? Like she's using this hoodoo. The attorney used the wrong. She said, did he ever raise his hand to hit you? And she said, oh, he raised his hand. I'm gonna leave the hit out. But yeah, he was raising his hand, Your Honor. He kept raising his hands. You see him.
Here we go. Shout out to my guy in the building. Okay, we see you, big dog.
PC 76.
How you feeling, brother? He said, take accountability and learn from this young lady.
That's all.
She gonna get away with this and become more emboldened.
Yeah. I don't know. She sent the text, and her text, set off a series of events. I think my man Trump was on trial for similar accusations, huh?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So,
I hope not.
Shout out to my guy G Honda. He says we gotta be conscious of all associations, guys.
Yes, 100%. Me and Gav talked about this. I believe we covered it in one of our other videos. Yeah, anybody you associated with. Yeah, because I tell you what, any of my associates, none of my friends would dare do anything crazy. But any of my associates wind up in my car, you drop something, and we get pulled over, mother sucker. I'm like Charleston White. I'm gonna say that's this Negroes, and I really don't even like him for real. Fuck what you heard. Yeah, no gang, I ain't no thug. All right.
So here we go. We're gonna finish mining through this. It's the last little bit of this woman on this stand. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Yeah, she
knew Keyshawn and Tyler were together. Didn't know Sebastian.
So here we go. Start this over.
I knew Keyshawn and Tyler were together. I didn't know Sebastian was there.
And you're not just trying to distance yourself, right?
Distance myself from what?
Right, well, you didn't want anyone to know that you were communicating with them because you didn't want to get in trouble.
Get in trouble for what?
Well, you could have been in trouble for setting this whole thing up and setting this in motion. Weren't you concerned?
Setting what up? Your client shot 84 rounds. There was no shots back. What did I set up?
Well, you sent somebody to go shoot him, didn't you?
Did he get shot?
You sent somebody to shoot him, did you not?
Did he get shot?
All right, Ms. Jones, you had to answer the questions, not ask them. All right, next question.
This is wild. What? She said, she said, you sent somebody over there to shoot him. She gonna say, did he get shot? This is the modern black woman, man. I'm trying to tell you this, that modern software is so corrupted.
I dare. Shit. Oh my goodness. Today's modern mercenary woman loved the word narcissist. If I ever seen one, I'm looking at one up on that stand. 2 people were deleted off of her words. And she gonna sit there and say, but did he get shot though? Did he get deleted though? Yeah, I know what I text. I know what they went over there to do. I know what they showed up with. I know they beat on this brother. I know 4 people showed up to jump on one and end up being 4 on 2. I know that. All right. But did he get deleted though? So stop. That's a damn narcissist. She don't care about nobody but herself. She up there acting like she's so emboldened, and I think someone said in the chat, because she probably ain't up on charges as of yet. I don't see how not. But there you go. She might not be up on charges, but she can actually sit up there and talk her way into charges. If the prosecution see, they're like, wait a minute. They're like, well, or the defense. That's the thing. Is she's part of the defense or the prosecution? Who's who?
Who are you speaking on?
So the football player, he is being prosecuted.
Yes. She up there just as a witness or whatever. She been called out. She been subpoenaed. Yes, he on defense. He on a deletion trial. He fighting for his life.
Holy cow.
Yeah, nobody else is being charged with him. All the other survivors and stuff, people on stand, are all testifying against him.
So she like, listen here, Bonquisha up on that stand. She like, can we hurry up? I'm doing Miami via Spirit flight here in 2.5 hours. Can we hurry this up?
Yep.
Holy cow.
So this is wild, man. We got to do better, brother. Shout out to Theo Coop. We got to do better. Got to choose better. All that, man. Because who knows? She might stand up and have some type of BBL going on or something. Come on, man. Never trust a big butt and smile, man.
There you go.
Come on now. Man, come on.
I tell you what, we can't take accountability off of the football player either, and we talk about this. At the end of the day, ultimately, it don't matter what happened. The man is ultimately responsible for whatever happens. There's no way around that. Can't take accountability off of him because he chose, for whatever reason, to deal with this woman. She is who she is, and she always was this. I would have to believe. We can't sit here and be hypocrites and say, Bonquisha didn't know Nug Nug was a Nug Nug, and not say that Nug Nug didn't know Bonquisha was Bonquisha. They know who they dealing with.
Straight like that. So here we go. As I can see in the chat, we got a new channel member. Shout out to Danny Nicole for joining the channel membership. Like we said, don't hesitate to become a channel member. The link's in the chat. It's also in the join button, as you see down at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on your phone. If you have an Apple device, you might have to copy and paste the link. But we appreciate it, Danny Nicole, for coming through. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Danny.
And here we go. So we're going to get back where was we at? This woman here, we were off of this. So she went on to say,
Yeah,
you know, I want to replay this real quick because make sure this didn't go over our head. But yeah, she said
she's so nonchalant.
And you're not just trying to distance yourself, right?
Distance myself from what?
Well, you didn't want anyone to know that you were communicating with them because you didn't want to get in trouble.
Get in trouble for what?
Well, you could have been in trouble for setting this whole thing up and setting this in motion. Weren't you concerned?
Setting what up? Your client shot 84 rounds. There was no shots back. What did I set up?
Well, you sent somebody to go shoot him, didn't you?
Did he get shot?
You sent somebody to shoot him, did you not?
Did he get shot?
All right, Ms. Jones, you had to answer the questions, not ask them. All right, next question.
I'll say, there you go. This lady is wild. And look at her. Look at her.
She could not care less. She couldn't care less. And I'm gonna keep saying that because a lot of y'all say I could care less, y'all. Defeating the purpose. She couldn't, she has not the ability to care any more than she's currently caring. And that's not worth a damn. She don't care. She's like, guilty what? Set up what? Did he get deleted though? He shot 84 rounds. What we do? Sick. This is sick. This is a raging, non-God-fearing narcissist. She don't care. She probably gonna play with her roles to the idea of this brother being convicted, and that is sick.
And there we go. Shout out to Rebecca. Says she's extremely nonchalant. Wasn't this her brother that got deleted? Not sure. That's the good question. I'm not sure if her brother got deleted or not. Potentially. The way she acted, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume like you Gab, no, because she can't give a F. I don't care. I'm trying to tell y'all, she got a Spirit flight in 2.5 hours. All right, she going to Miami. It's hot girl summer. What y'all talking
like
about?
you said. And shout out to Sweet Light says she never answered. No, she just became combative and deflected.
Yes, and then the judge gonna say next question. She never answered the question. Kudos to her. She working it. She working it. Part of our legal system is knowing what to say and how to say it. It's sick. It is sick. It ain't what you did, it's what they can prove. And this gonna show it.
Oh, you just hit on something, Mr. Walker. I like the segue. He said it ain't what you can get, it's what you can prove.
There you go. Yep, it ain't what you
go. And in this next case, what can you prove, you say? So we're gonna dive deep. We just got into these brutish women. We're trying to raise awareness. I'm gonna pull this next clip up. This is a wild one. Stay with me. This is Bonquisha. All right. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. They outside of this Dollar General, and it's up and it's stuck. Here we go.
Are you gonna pull a gun?
Do something.
Pulling a gun on me,
Put
huh?
your hands on me, I will shoot the shit out of
You just fucking hit me. You fucking hit me. Excuse me? What? I'm recording the store.
For what?
Well, first off, the idiot that was in there when I was caused an issue, so I came out, started recording. He just came out here and broke my fucking tripod, so I'm gonna stand here as long as I want. I'm gonna break my shit. Oh, really? I don't think you want to break my stuff. Well, go away.
There we go. As y'all seen early, this woman, he already said some brother came out. He been filming this Dollar General for whatever reason. And I guess the employees feel some kind of way, like they own the property, and they go and tell him he can't film. And the man came out first, tried to snatch his tripod, broke it, and now he like, I really ain't leaving. So she come out, go to her car, as you can see, and she circled around him. So she went to her car, she circled around, and now she went to smoke, as you can see.
Just from what we have seen thus far, what's the desired outcome of this, ladies and gents, Nug Nugs and Bonquishas? What is her desired outcome? What does she think gonna happen? Seriously, she thinks she gonna go up to that individual and he go like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you was gonna show up. Let me go ahead and leave and bow out." Ladies and gentlemen, please observe just how destructive Sister Code and the gynocracy is. This woman approached a grown man. For one, if he was, she don't know how mad he was. He didn't just got his property broke, so she could have approached him and he could have just wowed out on her, pulled out razor blades and lemon juice. We don't know who we dealing with, but this is a woman approaching a man. Technical foul. These are not normal happenings, and that's what that's why we get so hard on, and we really hunker down on talking about the what is the nuclear family, because a woman should not be going chest to chest with another man. It's really dumb.
Real talk. And shout out to Sweet Life, said they don't own anything. So these people work at Dollar General. Granted, now y'all coming out telling people what they can and cannot do. You are way out of your pay grade.
It's some hood shit. It's some hood stuff, man. Come on, Family Dollar. You got this food desert here. We know what the rest of the surroundings look like. We got folk acting out of character. Welcome to the hood.
Here we go. Hit the like button. This is about to be. Here we go.
Oh, really? I don't think you want to break my stuff. Well, then go away. Go the fuck away. Shut up.
You said what?
I said, go the fuck away and shut up. Mind your own damn business. Don't touch my property, bitch.
Get the fuck away from my property.
F you.
Like I said. Hello? Do something.
Are you gonna pull a gun?
Do something.
So here we go. This is wild. She was going back to the store. He said whatever. Like you said, he could have calmed down? Like I said, as a man, I'm not arguing with no woman, but there we go. She turned around and said, what? She turned around like she was 6'5", Hulk Hogan, and said, what did you say to me? Walked over there, mushed them, shoved them, and then pulled out the hammer on them.
I'll tell you this right now, because this is this is so terrible. I like to look deeper at situations like this. That sister there, it goes without saying, she is not happy. This is not a woman that's at peace. This is not a woman that is currently living a fulfilling life. Can we all agree with that? The fact that she showed up to work and ready to pull out the tool on some guy filming the store she don't own. Can we agree that this woman ain't happy with her life at this point in time? All right. If you was to show up to her house, she probably got an eviction notice on her door, nug, probably being there with other chicks. She got a very hectic, effed up living situation. Because happy people don't move like this. I can only assure you. I ain't even going to get into it about the firearms. But this is ignorant.
Like we said, it don't matter if this man show up out there every day filming. Who cares?
It don't?
Like, we can get the greatest content. He show up there every day just filming for no apparent reason. Who, like you said, Courtney Love said they take their job way too serious. She don't went. Come on, man.
She ain't taking her job seriously. She don't care about that job, Courtney Love. She is hurting inside, and she is looking to push that hurt onto anybody that steps in her way. That's what we're seeing. She is trying to transfer this hurt that she got on her. And this goofy dude is just in her way. And he got to get this. He got to get all this smoke. And who going to really suffer from this? Her. I forget. It's like an old Chinese proverb that says to hate someone is like taking poison and waiting on something to happen to them. So she's sitting here all hurt. And she's like, I'm about to put this on you. And, pulled out the strap. Like she really thinks she's doing something. But as we said before we started this, it ain't about what you say. It's about what you can prove. And that man with that phone, he going to a courtroom, I can assure you. All you got to do is say, here you go, judge. What you think? And that sister going to sit it down.
So here we go. We ain't done. Let's go. Let's mine through this. This is this video, a whole deal.
Okay.
So, this is here we go. Stay with us. Hit the like button.
Don't touch my property, bitch.
Get the fuck away from my property.
F you.
Like I said. Hello? Do something.
Are you gonna pull a gun?
Do something.
Pulling a gun on me,
Put
huh?
your hands on me, I will shoot the shit out.
You just fucking hit me. You fucking hit me.
If you put your hands on me, I'm gonna shoot the shit out you. I need a police officer at 19 North Hollywood Street. There's a stalking ass man recording my property.
Yeah, she just pulled a fucking gun on me.
Run out on him and I'll do it again.
So Bonquisha walk away. She's shoving his gun back in the back of her love handles there. She messed around and cheddar bob herself. This is such inappropriate, like, safety, right? And she went up, I do it again. Then she called the cops. And all of this ignorance, she assaulted this man, brandished a weapon, and then called the cops and said, I got this crazy man out here.
Filming my customers. There you go, Courtney. Maybe I'm off. Maybe she did. Maybe yes, but wait, hold up, Gavin. Two things. He said, don't touch my property. She said, get away. She replied, get away from my property. And then when she called the folks, she said, he's filming my customers. So maybe you're right, Courtney. Maybe she do take her job too seriously. I don't know.
So here we go. Shout Sweet Life. Talking about get away from her property. Family Dollar doesn't allow firearms. What do we even? She walking in there strapped. She walk around because she talking to everybody crazy, and I'm sure Big Bone Betty and them pulled up on her a couple times.
Do you see how she responded? She is so easily triggered. I'm trying to tell y'all something. We got to understand what we looking at. This is not isolate. That woman is hurting. Her anger ain't got nothing to do with this goofy man filming. She is just angry. If you was to follow her home at the end of her shift, you would see why she's acting this way. She ain't going home to a loving husband and loving little annoying crumb snatcher children. She's not. She's going home to madness and chaos. I'm trying to tell y'all, lights probably off, eviction notice, dog shit everywhere. Y'all don't understand.
And to Rebecca, says everybody walking around with guns nowadays, and that is true. And a lot of these females just don't need it because you're already naturally emotional.
There you go.
Y'all react, so y'all are quick to react to things, as you can see here. And men would not have drew down. This ain't the Wild West.
Yes.
She just drew down on his brother, and that's wild. That's emotional.
You know what? I lost a cousin, I believe, this year to this kind of madness. And because he was trying to, he got into an argument, and I guess he brandished his firearm, and the person he brandished in front of did him in. So there you go. This kind of behavior, men you can't afford to act like this as a man because it's gonna get extremely active. But Bonquisha, knowing that she is protected by the gynocracy, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Who dare challenge us to the gynocracy? Ladies and gents, this is deeper than just male and female relationships. This spills over into real life. It's women like this, get a firearm, got an attitude, get a license to carry, and now these become some of the most dangerous people because they're too emotional. Emotions and firearms don't mix.
So here we are. We're going to get back into it. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. This is wild. This is going on in the hood as we speak.
I'm gonna shoot the shit out you. I need a police officer at 19 North Hollywood Street. There's a stalking ass man recording my property.
Yeah, she just pulled a fucking gun on me.
Run out on him and I'll do it again.
Break my fucking shit. Yep. Busted my camera. Get that bitch for assault, battery, destruction of fucking property, menacing. What?
Stay there, please. Can I help you?
Yeah.
Why are you flagging me down? What can I help you?
I was filming out here. These people came out, attacked me. The girl came out, pushed me, hit me, and then drew a fucking gun on me. Said she'd shoot me if I kept filming her. The girl that works in there, she locked the door, and she called 911. And she fucking pulled a gun on me.
Are you armed?
Mike.
Hand off the weapon.
No, I'm not touching it, sir.
Oh, so he strapped the whole time. I give it to this brother because he man, that could have went way south. So he apparently got something holstered on him.
Yeah,
this is wild. That could have went south.
It definitely could have. It could have went south. There you go. So she done brandished this weapon. We just got a whole bunch of ignorant folk outside today. She done brandished this weapon. She done turned her back. Don't know how this goofy dude feeling now. He could have just started pop, pop, pop. And now we would have, there you go. Now we all would have been sitting here crying victim, right? We'd be like, oh, why he do that? Listen here, folks. Stupid actions only gonna get stupid prizes. What my mama used to say, you keep campaigning, your ass gonna get elected. Seriously, man. Come on, we got a heat warning. Stop being crazy and wonky out here. So this brother got a gun. He got a firearm too. Huh. So everybody with the smoke. There
we go. Shout out to Sweet Light said he would have been justified. Not sure. We just came off that other case. The law is critical, man.
Yes.
Could he have drew down and deleted her in that moment? I don't know how that
when she pulled it, he could have. Yes. Yeah. You don't have to wait for somebody to, you don't have to wait to be looking down the barrel of a gun in order to defend yourself. Yeah, you brandish that thing, yes.
I said we ain't giving no type of law advice.
Yeah,
that's just what we think. That ain't sure. Yeah, I don't want y'all to take this and be like, well, for the horse. No. I don't know personally. I would not. I don't know.
We 2D students.
You better have enough money for a good lawyer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and say y'all did it because cart before the horse said so. Also tell them they 2D students too and see what the judge say.
There you go. But yeah, because I don't know if somebody drawing you, man. I don't know. Like say if she had a point, I don't know. Cameras is rolling.
Best thing you could do is not be out here acting wild and wonky. Don't be trying to don't conjure up shit you can't control, man. So if you ask me, this would be that instance where this Caucasian dude, if you ask me, he's sitting out there, he conjured up something he really couldn't control. We don't know the situation beforehand, why he started filming, we have no idea. But at the same time, you want to be out here playing, you got something to prove, good luck.
911, and she fucking pulled a gun on me.
Are you armed?
Mike.
Hand off the weapon.
No, I'm not touching it, sir. That's why my hand's on this hand.
I want to make sure we have clear communication.
Yes, sir. I have it all.
He's openly carrying.
I have it all. I've been recording the whole time too. I was just attacked by somebody in there. She pushed me, knocked my camera over, and then she pulled a gun on me and said, "No, but this is where she hit me, pushed me here." And now the one guy came out, grabbed my rig right here, and now it won't even go down. It got misaligned. I had to rip it out of his hands when he was trying to take it away from me.
At any point did you draw your weapon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Filming inside the store or outside the store?
No.
Where were you filming at? I'm asking you a question.
Oh.
Where were you filming at?
Right over here on the sidewalk. I'll show. Would you like me to show you where I had it? I had just a Family Dollar, but catching people shopping and stuff. I had my camera set up here, the tripod.
Yeah.
And I was filming here for a while. Then I moved down there. When I went down there, a male came out of that door, grabbed my rig, and said, "You need to get the fuck out of here." I grabbed it, and he started shaking it from me, so I ripped it out of his hands. It's my property. And he broke my tripod. Hopefully I can fix it. But then the girl came out of here, pushed me. She had a gun in her pocket.
So here we go. We're going to let him land his plane. And shout out to Ghost Rider. Says, why was he taping his Family Dollar? I see a lot of us. He said, I'm just watching people shopping.
Yeah.
As creepy as it is, he ain't breaking no laws. It's creepy. But
it's creepy. It may be morally wrong. Don't know what he got going on. But as Gavin said, He ain't exactly breaking any laws. You definitely can't approach this with lethal weapons. That's for daggone sure. Just a conversation. There you go. There we go. One thing about black folks, we are way too predictable. You can't tell me there ain't any white man out there with a camera and big enough cojones. No, dang well he can go anywhere with a camera or do something outside of the ordinary where black folks get the attention of black folks and they gon' act out. This is for sure, and he knew it. He got it. If you ask me, this goofy white dude ain't got nothing going for him. Obviously, he wouldn't be sitting there risking his life messing with Bonquisha and them. He ain't got too much going for him. He said, I'm with the smoke. I'm going to go out here and film, and I know that these black folks going to get agitated, and they going to act out. And that's what we get. Black folks, stop being so predictable. Stop, because they can do this over and over again. Y'all know how y'all be. What you looking at? What you filming? What you doing? And now y'all in his face. Y'all beat him up. Now he taking whatever y'all own. Y'all don't understand. Some folks don't mind playing the victim and then suing y'all. And black folks, we run the risk of being sued the most because we act too emotional. Because all the emotional damage, don't you see?
Yes. So shout out to Ghost Rider. Say, I would be mad too working second shift at Family Dollar. Like you said, you gotta understand who you're dealing with. People working second shift at Family Dollar or somebody driving around in the old 1986 Cutlass. You don't want to start getting road rage with that person.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, you gotta know who you're dealing with. Back off.
That's all. It ain't got nothing to do with being a punk. What's up, Mr. Diz? Mr. Diz ain't got nothing to do with being a punk. None of that. You gotta have something worth losing. And if you ask me, that's what a lot of folks, they ain't got nothing worth losing. They're like, I don't care. They just don't care. See, I gotta get home to my babies. I gotta get home to my wife. I gotta get home to the guard. I gotta get home. Forget what y'all got. I gotta get home. I get y'all when I get y'all. I see y'all when I see y'all. When we can control this. But ain't no way. People that move like this ain't got nothing to lose.
Yes, she pulled her gun. She had it in her hand like
You
this.
have it on recording?
Yes.
Can I see it?
I have to stop recording, but I can do that.
I understand.
And the cop watched the video.
She coming out there in cuffs. He got Scott predicted that.
Y'all always playing and joking.
See, golly, I knew it. As soon as that cop started walking towards the door, I said, she coming out there in cuffs. And I know that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame because here we go again. We laughing, but it gets worse now. Because however bad this sister's life was prior to, now CYS involved, her baby daddy and them, they laughing at her, all of her enemies and frenemies in the streets. This ran through her hood like wildfire. Y'all know. This sister was the laughing stock. They was laughing at her tears the whole time.
There you go. Yes, sir. There you go. She want to be out here playing. I'm telling you. Man, quit playing, man. Y'all always want to be out playing and joking. We try to tell y'all, sit down somewhere. I'm telling
you. This is what you get. Y'all take that home with y'all. You keep campaigning, your ass gonna get elected. You understand? I ain't campaigning for nothing out here in this world except for freedom and financial stability. Anything else, I don't want it.
Oh man, they showed up in. Tell me what you wanna do.
Quick! It ain't what you say, it's what you can prove. So there we go. This goofy, weird, stalker, creepy peeping Tom brother sitting there peeking through the bushes. Very weird. Girl.
He got a dub. This is probably what he made his whole day. He said, I want to ruin somebody's life.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This could have been his only objective, ladies and gents. He's sitting there, he like, I'm living amongst, these folks. I don't like them. I'm gonna go agitate them. White man and his ways of war. White man is a warmonger that's who he is by nature. But history has proven that. He knows how to antagonize and to get you to react. Please, please, please watch how ignorant this was and see how easy it was to get this woman's freedom taken away. And he didn't have to lift a finger. He didn't have to lift a finger. All he had to do was tell Bonquisha, shut up. And she said, whoa, not the gynocracy. She said, what you said about Bonquisha? He said, shut up and leave me alone. She said, wop, wop. She said, say it again. She turned it to Pinky. Say it again. Say it again, nigga. Say it again.
She was out there
in the big name of Jesus. You hear me?
she like, look, you playing. Oh boy, this is so bad. Post sister
got a dub. Now this goofy dude got a dub. It would be nice if the nice law enforcement officers told him, said, hey man, hey brother, look, we understand what happened here today. We understand, we know you're gonna press charges to the fullest extent that you can. We understand that. But brother, you might want to stop doing this. All right. Sitting behind bushes, filming people coming out the dollar store. Because I'm gonna be honest, if I'm walking out the dollar store myself and I see some dude filming me, I'm fine with it. Don't bother me at all. I will forget about it by the time I get out the parking lot. But if I'm living with my wife and kids, and I feel like some dude filming my kids or something like that, like we said, it's gonna get a little.
Yeah, but still, we talk about stuff you can't control.
There you go, and
so the best thing you could do is say, let's get in our cars quickly and get the hell out of here.
And that's it. You can. I understand the emotions. You're like, whoa, this dude acting weird. But as Gavin said, at the end of the day, you can be as mad or upset as you want. The best thing you could do is get in your car and leave. That's it. And get unmad on your way home. Another point, a lot of people, they get stuck in these situations because they can't get in their car and just, all right, that's over with. Life is good outside of that. No, because it's just one hectic situation, one dramatic instance to another, and this is their whole life.
You got two options: get in your car, go home, or
they won't let me out.
She chose the latter.
So here we go. We're going to pull up this last video we got for y'all today. We appreciate everybody for being here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Like we said, we're going to get around. We're trying to do this at least once a week over here, Cart Before the Horse TV, and get into a rhythm, just like we do on the other channel. And we appreciate y'all for checking in with us this afternoon. We're going to pull this last video out. This is the highlight of tonight. This is what everybody probably has seen. This is the truck, the bus stop bandit. And that woman just said, she said, would you date a bus driver? She said, no. I guess this is why they might not make it home. It's a dangerous job, apparently. Man. Date no bus driver. You coming home all stressed out and high strung. You've been fighting with homeless people and stuff all day. And
shout out to my brother Steve Smith. My man making 6 figures driving that bus. Be careful.
There you go. There you go. So we're gonna get into this here, though. This is what we all been waiting on today, so we gonna keep waiting. Let me
Courtney Love said unemployed by choices. You got your head. She made that choice, Courtney Love, and she won't be getting unemployment.
That's so here we go. Yeah, unemployment by choice. Yeah, got a ring to it. That's a lot of who knows. But that's going to be a lot of folks here in the future, Mike. We'll see.
Man. Oh, man.
But this here, bus driver versus young Nug Nug. All right, they get into it like smoking aces on the bus. All right, here we go.
move behind my dick. I dare you it. Come move behind my dick.
So here we go. And like Rebecca said earlier, everybody got a firearm. And just like the Bonquisha before, people are just exchanging words. And next thing you know, people are drawing down firearms. And we started off the show. 50 people shot in Chicago. How are so many people getting shot? Y'all see how. People are they trigger happy. They are hasty. This is what's going on with the whole show. And like the name of the show, Mr. Walker, is where do we go from here, man?
Y'all keep playing and joking and playing, man. Yeah, this ain't it. And just like Bonquisha outside of the Family Dollar, out there like Yosemite Sam, this brother here, he has no issue with this bus driver. He don't got no problem with this bus driver. This bus driver just so happens to be in his way at this time. This dude say, you know, whatever I believe the story is, he asked him to stop somewhere, a non-designated stop, and the bus driver's like, no, please get behind the line. Now Nug like, what? Ain't nobody that mad from a no. That's really
Nug out there like, tell him about the gun line, boss. Nug like, look.
Oh, whoa, Nug, just because you got to walk an extra block, Nug. Now,
this is what this about, essentially.
Yes, because the bus driver would not stop at a non-designated stop. The bus driver said no. Oh, he probably would take schedule trade. Said, I'm going to drop you where I drop everybody off at. No exceptions for you.
All right, so here we go. We try to be solution-based. Is there somewhere where the bus driver could have been reasonable and sort of been like, I can understand this man's plight, I'm just going to stop? Or no, I mean, it could have went either way. Who knows, man? You know, we all got to do better.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? And there you go. We got to be careful. I want to say, because I'm sitting here comfortably, I want to say, yes, the bus driver could have said, you know what, brother, you on one, I ain't got time, go and get off my bus. But we don't know what kind of day the bus driver having. We don't know what kind of life the bus driver living. Obviously, Nug found out. That's for daggone sure. Like I said, yes, the bus driver could have handed him a piece of candy. He could have did all that, but he didn't. He handed out some lead.
There you go. So there we go. We ain't trying to victim blame through that. We're just trying to bring it full circle. Because at the end of the day, like you said, just like the woman previously, for you to draw down on somebody, this is why the violence is the way it is. And we just getting into the summer months, people. We start off the show like this. Tomorrow is June 1st. It's sufficient to me. That's like the first day of summer, and we got to understand that the violence is going to increase here. Be aware. Sometimes I don't even talk to people a lot of times, man. I keep to myself. I'm out and about. You know, I ain't got no smoke for nobody like that. You got some smoke, we got smoke, but like you said, they out here just drawing down on people for no apparent reason.
That ain't it. You know. Thank God, growing up and maturing and learning the law, and you learn how to behave out there. And I'm going to continue to say it, ladies and gentlemen, a key rule we all can follow that has gotten me very far in life and probably kept me alive is treat people the way you want to be treated. I would like to be treated most nicely by everyone, so I treat everyone nicely. Unless I think they give my goofy ass reason not to, and that's a whole nother story. But no. Be nice, be kind to people, because you don't know who you dealing with.
Ain't like that.
You hear me?
You hear me?
You never know who you mess with. I better quit playing.
You hear me?
Man.
God damn.
Yeah, I deserve one of them, huh?
Whoa.
Okay. Man, that mama.
Hey, I know that's what Nug. That bus driver leaned back, like you said, they out here like smoking aces. Man, shoot 'em up corral right on the bus line. And here we go. Again, you are responsible for every projectile that leave that firearm. Every one. So see, now I got ignorant because he just letting go. I get it. And
is he still driving at the same time? Is the bus still moving?
Yes. This is smoking aces / speed. Listen here. I don't think Steven Spielberg and like Shyamalan could have made a more action-packed scene than this. It's like somebody said action and it bow, 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 close quarter. They so close. This is traumatic. And there you go. They ain't the only two on the bus. There's other people on the bus.
They are.
No.
Are people down? Did they get down? Because when they stood up, I didn't see a soul.
There's at least one more person on that bus, and it's a woman.
Okay. I thought there was nobody on.
You know? No.
I thought the bus was empty. Okay.
There's at least one more person on that bus. An innocent bystander, if you witness a woman, you see. And that's what we talk about. A man can sit here and observe this. His adrenaline gonna go up. He go, oh, that's crazy. He gonna go home, and he can actually go home and laugh and joke about it to his boys. Like, oh, they was wild on the bus. They was shooting. Bus was everywhere. Got a little blood on me. And it could be fine in a week or two. But the woman that did have to endure this, it ain't funny to her at all. She traumatized. I would imagine even some men would be traumatized from this match.
Yeah, that's wow. Especially you just sitting there, you got your apple pie in, you sitting there on Instagram looking at some cheeks or something. Pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? You just sitting there, you scrolling down your timeline all of a sudden. You're like, whoa.
Man.
You know what I mean? You chilling, they just.
And that bus driver was letting loose.
Here we go. We're going to finish mining through this. Hit the like button, y'all. Woo. So did this? I guess he hit, huh? Obviously.
Yeah.
Did he survive? What do you know? What more? I don't know much.
So boom, he's hit. He hit in center mass. He hit somewhere in his torso, and he runs back. This is one of them double exit buses. So you got the front exit and the back exit. So Nug ran back to the back exit door, and he in that little cubby. And it's a person down in that cubby with him. It's a woman.
Oh.
So she ran down there. She like, oh, she did the smartest thing she could do. She ran down back in that cubby. But Nug ran back there with her.
Let me see if we can find it here. All right. Yeah, I seen it briefly. I didn't know what I had seen.
So, yep. So it's a cubby off there to the left. You go out the other back door.
And he crawled down in there.
He crawled down there. He hit. And see, it's two people there. I think that's the chick with the like teal color pants on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a woman. She trying to get out that door.
Oh, this is so bad.
See what I'm saying? He's sitting there licking. He's sitting there probably pleading for his life, crying to God. And she's like, I'm just trying to get home. And he's sitting there, he leaning on her, leaking.
He was just about that action. He wanted all the smoke. And he wanted all the smoke.
He wanted all the smoke, but now he's here pleading for his life in the lap of a woman. He can't come back from that if he survived.
And then, like you said, if you survive, now you waiting on the police to take you to the county.
You see what I'm saying? With a hole in your stomach, because he hit.
Yeah, that hole ain't gonna stop you from going to the county. They're gonna take you to the spirit, patch you up, and they're gonna take you to the county. All mangled.
Yeah, you either going to the county or the morgue.
Here we go. Oh man. Here we go. You gonna say you shoot me? So you tried to shoot me?
Hey, that's that shock. You shot me. Yeah. He said, "Oh, what did I say on Training Day? You shot me in the ass." Yes.
So here we go. But what we see in here, these last two videos, do people think brandishing a weapon on somebody is not a bad offense? Or people, it's just like a normal offense? Is it like balling up your fist? Or people think about like brandishing a weapon is just like me balling up my fist and getting mad?
No. Balling up your fist, you could potentially just be threatening somebody with a good time. But brandishing a weapon, you are threatening them with death. No, whole different energy.
But that's what they acting like. They acting like they just balled up their fist and he's sitting there like, well, you got me. And like that, well, everybody gets surprised. She probably mad when she came out in them cuffs. Why are they surprised when, like I said, I'm from the school. If you're going to pull that thing out, you better use it.
Yes. And there you go. And, you know, I'm not too much into rap music, but I'm going to sound a little old here. But I am thankful for the goofy rap music we did have. You know, I'm a fan of DMX myself, my favorite all-time rapper, D-Block. Because, yeah, that's what they rapped about. We ain't brandishing no weapon if you ain't about to get hit by this thing. Ain't no need to. What I'm going to show it to you for? I don't want you to know. There you go. I don't want you to know I got it. I don't even want you to know I got it until it's time for you to get it. Yeah, this it's lost on folks. That is a heavy offense. You don't brandish no weapon in front of somebody that value their life. They're going to protect their life by taking yours.
Got me, mother. Get your ass back.
Okay, see now that bus driver on the hook now.
Yeah, you see,
now you tripping, dog.
See what I'm doing?
Though, because he's still down there, and I think he still got his thing probably.
True.
But man.
Yeah, it just get wonky. So the best thing that bus driver could have did in this instance, after he initially laid fire on this man, is darted out that door and hightailed it somewhere out of danger. That's what the law gonna tell you. Run away until you can't run no more. That is, there you go, folks. That is this is a gym. You find yourself somewhere and there's an active shooter or somebody out to harm you. If you can run and get away, the law says you must do that first before you turn to lethal force. And practicing these things keeps you out of harm's way and keep you out of the hooskow. But yet to continue to pursue, now you pushing it.
So there we go. Shout out to Blue Collar Jim. He said they watching too much Power and Snowfall, a lot of these TV shows, and that's why they think, oh, you see people on TV brandishing weapons. It all looks so cool, but they acting and they going home at the end of the day.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. You know, I don't plan on doing nothing illegally, so I'm going to say it. If I find myself having to use one of my firearms, and I advise y'all to do the same, y'all better start crying and snotting and try to show some fear.
Some remorse.
All that. As that bus driver started shooting, he should have been screaming, oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I'm terrified. Pop, pop. Oh,
God.
Going up.
God, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Pop, pop.
Oh, God.
Yep. He should have started trying to throw up and shit himself. All that. Show distress. Because that's going to look good in court. But to sit there talking about, what up? You were shooting at me. Pop, pop. Now you look like the aggressor. You understand? You're already black. You big black. And you talking about, you shot me and you aiming and he got to a point where he pursuing that guy. He has become the aggressor. And he's shooting in the direction of
what they say, defense stops at
where murder starts. When self-defense stops, now this is attempted murder.
And like I said, that woman being down there, that might be like endangerment, reckless endangerment, and all type of stuff might start getting into it.
I hate that for that woman. I hate it for the bus driver, and I hate it for that woman, man. Especially that woman. That was awful. That punk Nug was smashed her up against that door trying to get out. He leaking. Y'all understand? Death was on that bus. There was a whole energy and smell. That ain't no place to be. You don't want to get
There we go. Shout out to Gwen. We appreciate you for being over here tonight. She said the bus driver is a hero. I believe that as well. Like you said, that Nug was out of pocket. But like I said, we just trying to figure out where does, you know what I mean, that bus driver got to toe the line because it can start to get along the line of criminal act on his end.
Yeah.
According to the law works differently.
There you go, Gwendolyn. I think it's safe to say we all feel like that bus driver should have went home and life goes on. I think that's how it should have went. At the same time, the law don't see it that way, Gwendolyn. And we gotta shine light on when we start getting a little outrageous. And I agree. How can you get outrageous with somebody brandish a weapon, being all hostile and nuggish? I feel like you should.
Well, this is where I started off at in the beginning when I asked you, should he have simply let this brother off the bus? And this could have been. You see what I'm saying? This is how I move through life, man. I feel like sometimes when I'm dealing with stuff, I feel like Sherlock Holmes. I don't know if you ever seen those movies.
Yeah,
he starts seeing stuff like 10 steps ahead. And that's how I be moving, man. And it could be something I would think. And like you said, sometimes you just let them off the bus because what could happen? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We got to think like that a lot of times.
There you go. And that's when I say, think about the desired outcome, Gavin. Hit the nail on the head. You got to think this through. So if I'm sitting there driving this bus and I do the same thing, Gavin, you sit there and say, okay, if I do this, he probably going to do this. And this happens within 2 seconds. You have this thought and you like, you know what? I see how bad this can get and I ain't about it. Yes. Go ahead, brother. Get off my bus. Seriously.
But the ego, the male ego, and some men got such a chip on their shoulder and such a big ego. You know what I mean?
There you go.
And it can be. And then you put firearms in these emotional, egotistical people's hands, like we've been seeing all night from Chicago to now. This whole episode, it's been a theme, people. We hope y'all been rocking with us. This was a good episode. All right. And we just trying to raise awareness before the summer. We're trying to stop some of the bloodshed. That's all.
There you go. The summer ain't even started, Gavin said. June 1st, tomorrow, in less than 24 hours. We ain't trying to set no alarm like the purge, like tomorrow. It's gonna be set off. But come on, man. We need to understand how the temperature has been set thus far. We've been on lockdown. Folks ain't been able to get together, mingle out, have cookouts and all that because of Cooties 19. And now all restrictions have been let go. It's going to be hot. The economy ain't doing too well. So stress and anxiety is higher. As we've seen the Family Dollar store workers, they stressed out. Ends ain't meeting for most folks out here. We need to understand that. And for them folks, you don't want to push them. They already on the edge. But how that song go? Don't push me. Because I'm too close to the edge.
Man.
One little thing makes somebody lose their head. And we seen Boquisha do it outside the dollar store. And we done seen the bus driver and the gun-toting Nug go at it like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Real talk. Everybody walk around the hood.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Everybody walk around thumping their chest, man. Y'all got to understand. Let them be. Let them be.
Let them be. Yes, find some peace and solace some way, somehow. But we know how this summer gonna go. You know, a lot of this will fall on deaf ears. You know, like children, like my babies. Sometimes they just gotta find out for themselves.
Yeah, that's fine. This is timestamp. We can revisit this in September and we can see how the summer went, you know. And here we go. We'll let this video finish because he ain't done. I think he might let one more off on him. Here we go. I don't know. He done went out there and let one more off for good measure.
Yeah, that. See, you know, that's what it gets to a point where now you're pursuing the assailant. Now you're pursuing problems. You're looking for smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, at the very least, he's gonna lose his job playing around.
He definitely gonna lose that job. That's for sure. He you know, acted outside of protocol procedures and policies. So it's over. He definitely lost his job. You know, it would be nice if, you know, some celebrities would get together and at least do a GoFundMe and help them with the legal fees and stuff, because them coming. Those are definitely coming. And for those out there, since we're here, it'd be nice to be well, they're sponsored by them. But you can get insurance. I've got it. My wife got it. I'm not sure if you got it, Gavin, but it's USAA. And it is insurance in case you ever have to use your firearm. For like $25 a month, you can get between $500,000 and $1 million in coverage for legal fees in case you ever find yourself in this situation. Because whether you're wrong or right or completely right, you will have to defend yourself in the court of law. That's a fact, and it's gonna cost you. So somebody could kick in your door.
Well, we just hit on it tonight with my man, brother Rudolph, where the brothers came to his door and he's in court fight. This whole episode has been a microcosm. This brother, they came to his door and now he fight for his life. It's exactly what Mr. Walker is explaining here. So
yes,
no matter. Unfortunately for him, he got a little bit of the King's Gold. He can afford a lawyer, but most of us can't. And shout out to Blue Collar Jim. He said they probably just had a meeting at work about unauthorized stops. The man was fighting for his job. Man, I don't like I said, a lot of things is true. A lot of variables, man. Like I said, ain't no perfect answer. We just trying to say, you know what I mean? If he would have Sherlock Holmes it, he might have let him off because he would have seen 3 steps ahead of what could have happened.
Yeah, so. And just understanding how volatile the situation is for an adult male to brandish a weapon because you said no, I will not let you off on an undesignated stop. You must understand that being is extremely unstable. There's no reasoning with him. So either you're gonna just let his ignorance and just like hey, go ahead and go, or you're gonna match his ignorance. The bus driver sought to match his ignorance. Not the best step, not the best course of action.
So there we go. We hope everybody can pull something from this show tonight. Support your interests. Hit the Cash App. The link's in the chat. Also, the channel membership link. We appreciate everybody for being here tonight. We will be over at Single by Choices tomorrow night, as y'all know. Live shows every Thursday and Sunday. We're actually getting geared up to add an extra day into the schedule. We'll see. Keep your fingers crossed, it ain't in stone. But we're looking to add an extra day to the Single by Choices schedule and also add days over here. If y'all start supporting y'all interests more and more, you know, we can become full-time creators for y'all and do this more often. And like I said, hit the like button tonight. This was a good episode. Share this episode because I know a lot of times we over there cooking and doing different, but a lot of stuff over here is we can laugh and joke, but it's a lot of education, a lot of gems, rubies, and diamonds over here. So, share this content.
Yes, these some good gems as we go into the summer. Because as folks, we know how this summer gonna go. We shining a light on it, and we don't mind being wrong. It won't hurt my feelings for somebody like y'all was wrong. This was a peaceful summer. Folks came up, things was good. You know, people's loans got forgiven. It was a barbecue every weekend. Y'all was wrong. Like, good. That's a good thing. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Otherwise, we won't be up here saying this stuff. So, good luck this summer. Where do we go from here? Hopefully not straight to Hades, all right? I feel like we're already...
As y'all can see, that is the ruins of the community in the background. All right, people lost. They're like, where do we go? We don't want to end up here. Because the thing is, it's not going to be tomorrow, next year. We can forecast 20 years out, man. Where are we in 20 years, people? We got to consider these things.
How are we trending? How can we sit here and predict where we're going to be in 20 years? Simply by looking at the data and seeing how we're trending. Y'all see how we trending. Are we trending up or are we trending down? Is our current culture building us up or is it reducing us to ashes and rubble?
Straight like that. Where do we go from here?
I'm telling you.
All right. So there we go. We're going to be over on the Single by Choices tomorrow. We got some good stuff cooking up over there. So y'all know what it is. Tomorrow night, 7:45. Make sure you over there, set your notifications. Set your notifications over here as well so that you don't miss any live streams, videos we're going to be dropping. We got a lot cooking up, man. Y'all got to appreciate the hustle over here.
There you go. Shout out to my girl, Danny Nicole, becoming our first renewed member over here. This like, hey, Come before the Horse TV like Bob Burger. This our reopening. All right. Come on back. You know, we still serving up the same juicy goodness.
You hear me?
Yeah, hear me.
All right. All right. Make sure you come over here and join the channel. All right. Where my drop at? Y'all know I got my drop. I got 5. Here we go. If you don't join the chat, make sure you hit the like button for real, for real. If you don't hit the like button and or join the channel, do both. Here's what I got.
I would call your ass everything but a child of God is what I do. Now get your little bitty ass up off of here. Fuck you think this is?
Business.
I'm telling you. You hear me?
So here we go, man. Shout out to Diamond. Diamond's content gold. All right, for sure. We appreciate you for the drops, Diamond, because they go. We got so many. Make sure y'all there tomorrow. We got some new Diamond drops.
Y'all see that thumbnail? Y'all say it look like a Mortal Kombat stage. Well, guess what? Just picture Big Diamond, not the little one, right in the middle. She right in the middle of that. All right, she right there. That's see them lone wanderers. The person in the front, that's Diamond, and two stink bugs. That's the only thing that would be left roaming this earth if y'all don't stop acting like goofy niggas. Right? Stop.
Yeah. So here we go. Like I said, with that being said, make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Tap in tomorrow. How many channels do we have? Just the 2 channels for now. All right. Just 2. We may get into a 3rd channel one day to get into more of our actual niche, which is, home improvement, automotive repairing, stuff like that. We may start a channel along them lines that can be, I don't know if that's something you would be into, Sweet Life, but it's a channel we're thinking about starting up here, something else in our niche.
There you go. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Me and my wife, we actually going to pick up our queen bee. We are certified beekeepers. We took a little class. Shout out to the lead farmer. So we got a lot of stuff going on over at Carpet for the Horse. One thing y'all gonna learn, if y'all don't know already, we walks it like we talk it over here. There is no hypocrisy. You understand? So please continue to support, and we're gonna continue to do our thing.
So there we go. Like I said, straight like that. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday night. We'll be back tomorrow night for Single by Choices. We can't wait to kick it with y'all. So with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. I am Gavin X.
I am Mr. Walker.
And we are Carpet for the Horse Productions.
Good evening.